Hi there everyone, and welcome back, and thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all had a wonderful day and a wonderful night, and continue to have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Despite the study, I'm recruiting strong team at its best. I want to versions of ourselves. Know that Hashem loves you, and that we're going to be just continue to do your best, and don't be ashamed to do it. So, we're doing the 48th Dvarim, and this week's was Shmiעת the Ozen, or attentive listening. And so, let's just jumping on into it. When Shmuel talks about it, saying how if you don't listen, that you might miss something, and we're doing a review from it. After the mistake is that if you don't listen, then you might miss something. As well, Rav Shimshon Hirsch talks about how it's saying attentive listening creates distractions. On the second day, we're talking about how Hebrew needs to be communicated properly, because otherwise you can mistranslate it. And that is why it's not enough to just sit next to a teacher and try to absorb information via osmosis. You need to actually try to understand. On the third day, we were talking about how when we listen to Lashon Hara, that our ears become less receptive to Torah teachings. That is why we need to turn off, like the receiver, our ears, things that we should be listening to. Yesterday we were talking about the word Shema means something deeper than just listening. It means trying to understand, striving to understand, and that we should be practicing active and empathic listening instead of just talking at each other. That if you're in an argument, try to understand the person's point before you actually just try to listen to understand before you start listening to answer back. And that's why we need to properly define our fundamental beliefs in our lives, because otherwise we have no idea what they are, and they're leading everything that we do. And that is why we need to introspect about significant life events and see what they teach us about ourselves and what we can learn from them. And lastly, it's that really we need to define what we're living for. Because if we don't know what we're living for, then how can we expect ourselves to do what we're supposed to do? So thank you so much for learning with me this week, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night.